Well, here we are, the last president, the last hurrah. And I'm very proud to have been the last president, or to be, I suppose, at least till the end of this luncheon, the last president of the Old Lions. When Ian and Tom rang me up and said, oh, I've got a little job for you, Alan, I'd like you to take on the presidents of the Old Lions, I said, what's involved, Ian? And he said, oh, not a lot, letter or two, phone calls, bit of research. And there's the annual dinner to organise. And I believed him. And I said, yes, I'll take it on. Well, I went into a very steep learning curve thereafter. Part of that learning curve was to discover just what an amazing organisation this is and what had happened over the years in which it had been in existence, and to learn the work that individuals, all of the presidents, all of the committees, but particular standout people, and we've heard from some of them today, have actually put into this organisation. So we go on into the future with a very, very proud history. And I like to think that what we've done as this last committee is to leave the Old Lions in a position where we can all be proud of its future. We've established the foundation, which was our last task. And that was done because we all realised that we're getting older, that anybody who left in 1969 as the school closed is no longer a young man, and we have nobody to follow on behind us. So it made sense to think about wrapping up while we're still fit and hale and hearty and able to enjoy ourselves and not go out with a whimper. So we cast about to find out what to do. You were all very supportive when we canvassed the membership and voted overwhelmingly to have a big bash, and that's what we're doing today, and to find a way of placing the funds that we have in reserve to a good home. And that's how the foundation was actually established. We looked around, Stephen Kirkham and Jim Verco led the charge on that, and they found another technical high school at Doonside. There aren't very many of them, and they looked around for quite a while before they came back with the recommendation that we should go to Doonside Technology High School. If you go to the woodwork and metalwork rooms at Doonside, you're going back to North Tech. It was just astonishing to walk in there, and we all went, look at this. So the history is there, the traditions are there, but also it's a very, very different school. It's an amazingly different school from the community and the culture that we knew at North Sydney Tech. It's an eye-opener. And what we've done is to realise that by setting up the foundation, we're actually going to be creating a way in which, as far into the future as we can manage, we'll be helping very, very, very deserving students to realise things that they couldn't possibly realise without the financial assistance that the foundation can give them. That sounds a very grand statement, but it's not. It's the reality. And when you see the applications that come in from the children for this foundation, and we've had 2 years of it now, you begin to realise just how hard it is for some families to support children even in a public school. And we're very proud that this is something that we are going to leave for the future. I want to round out by saying a big, big thank you to the committee that's worked so hard with me to produce the last big bash, but more importantly to prepare us for the wind down of the Old Lions. Cam Seckham, you've heard from him when he was president, absolutely marvellous secretary. Stephen Kirkham done a wonderful job as our treasurer, managed our money, been very tight with it, which is great, and we're passing on a sizable sum to the foundation, as you know. And Philip Argy maintains the database, which is a huge job, but he's maintained it over the years, and he will continue to maintain it so that it's available to stream leaders if they want to continue to have their own individual lunches, dinners, whatever. So that will continue. Jim Verco, I've mentioned already in connection with Doonside. Neil Munro, and another stalwart from the old days. Noel Ackland, Bruce Mathewson, Ken Broadhead. Ken and Bruce were fellow CUOs with me in the Cadet Corps, and Brad Schooler and Brian Ayers. And a particular mention of the last two, Brad and Brian. They have managed the artefacts and the memorabilia of the old lines. And what they've done is to manage it to a conclusion. We're not just throwing it away, we're not just abandoning it. It has been carefully sorted, catalogued, and it has been put in good homes. A lot of it has been taken by the North Sydney Stanton Library, which will keep it properly housed and make it available to researchers who want to see it into the future. We're putting a lot of the memorabilia onto eHive, so it'll be accessible online, and some of it is also going down to a school's museum, which is being set up in Canberra. So we've been quite careful to make sure that the records and the memorabilia of our school is being kept on into the future as well. And certain items, as you saw in the film clips you've already seen today, has already gone out to Doonside as a reminder to them of the connection between the two schools. So thank you to the committee. Thank you to all the members who've supported us to arrive at this point today. Thank you all for coming, and I hope everybody leaves this last hurrah thinking that it's all been worth it. Thank you.